Good morning. Long time no see. Hisashiburi desu ne. Today, I thought I'd bring you out and show you some more Sakura blossoms. It's towards the end of Sakura season, and soon all of these beautiful trees will be stripped bare. But this is the best time because this is when you get Sakura Fubuki. Now, Sakura Fubuki is the petals drifting on the breeze. There has to be a breeze or it's not Fubuki. But they fall like snowflakes, and when the wind blows, they whirl around and it's really cool. So I thought I'd bring you out here to Midorigaoka, which is a giant cemetery near my house. But they have one of the longest rows of sakura trees in Tokyo. So let's take a walk. It's a nice peaceful morning, so I'm not gonna talk much. It's my first time back, my first stream of 2025. So welcome. If you joined, drop a hello in the chat. Hey, what's up, Miss McBurney? Welcome to my Sakura stream. So, like I said, we are in a really big cemetery. And the really big cemetery's main road is lined with sakura trees. So, thought we would take a walk and check them out. I was here the other night. Was it Monday night? Yeah, after dark, when you couldn't see anything. And I thought, man, this would be a great place to come do a live stream. In the daytime, of course. The Sakura season is, I guess you'd say, in full swing or almost on the way out. And you can tell by all the sakura petals on the ground because they've started to fall. It lasts about a week or maybe a week and a half. And then once they start to fall, one good rain or one good storm, and they're all gone. Now, Midorigaoka Cemetery is one of Kanagawa's oldest cemeteries. And it is absolutely massive. This is just one little area, one little side area. But you can see it lives up to his name. Midori is green. And Oka is hill. So the name of this cemetery sounds really cool in Japanese, Midorigaoka. But in English, it's just Green Hill Cemetery. And that's looking out towards Tokyo. That really tall building you can see over there is on the other side of the Tama River. Oh man, I can just barely see Skytree from here. I don't think it's gonna show up on camera. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. See it right there next to that power tower? A little silhouette of the Skytree. Anyway, this is my area of Tokyo. Yeah, the pollen season in the south is just crazy. And especially in Atlanta, we have all those pine trees. The pollen season here is pretty bad, but I'm not affected by it, so this year it was okay. I gotta make a confession. I didn't properly charge my phone last night. I don't know what happened. I plugged it in. Must have unplugged it at some point. I got out here and I'm like, all right, gonna do a live stream. Got all excited and noticed I have a 35% battery. So I don't know how long this stream's gonna be, but it is a good welcome back. Welcome back to the world of streaming. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to the Sakura blossom season here at Midorigaoka Cemetery. Now this little central area is a nice fountain. It's not really on right now. It's still kind of chilly here, so there's not many folks out. It's also a Thursday morning. Yeah, there's my 20% low battery. It's also Thursday morning, so most people are at work. I took the day off to hang out with you guys. But this little circle here with the fountain in the middle. Oh, he's not happy. He wants me to go away. What's wrong, buddy? You don't like me being here? But you can see all the sakura petals on the ground. It's almost over. I even thought about going home and coming back tomorrow morning and doing another one tomorrow morning. I'm just not sure how much longer the blossoms are going to be here. They are that fleeting. So I might do another one tomorrow if it still looks like they're going to be around, and if this stream gets cut too short. So maybe I'll feed you another live stream with sakura blossoms, or maybe we can find somewhere else to go. I've been I had a different kind of work schedule recently, so been getting up early, going to work, coming home late, tired, so haven't really had as much free time recently. But even more recently than that, I landed a new animation job, woohoo, which is work from home, and it allows me to be able to get up and get out early in the morning and then make that up sitting around the house in the evening. So that is why I'm able to be here with you today. But I really wanted to show you guys this stuff. Now, most places in Japan where you have this concentration of sakura trees all in bloom at one time, there will be thousands of tourists, thousands of Japanese lining the sides of the streets with their tarps and their coolers and their chairs in a Japanese tradition called Hanami. Now the word hana means flower, and mi means to see. So Hanami is the tradition of taking your blue tarp and your cooler and going and sitting under the sakura trees and getting a little drink, having a little snack. I did a Hanami last weekend, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, so this place with the sakuras all lining the streets has been here for at least 100 years. This street, of course, it's been repaved and kept up, but when you look out over the sea of Haka, which is the Japanese word for graves, You can see that this is a really peaceful place. I was here Monday night with Risako and she kept worrying about Obake. Obake is Japanese for ghosts. She was worried we were gonna run into some ghosts. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm a little worried about my battery and I wanna try to get as much of this in as we can, so I'm gonna walk a little quicker. But yeah, this is a good place for people to come and exercise, walk around in nature, and it's nice and quiet. It's such a huge plot of land that it's removed from any big streets. So it's up on a giant hill. So it's really quiet up here, except for all my incessant rambling. So I'll tone it down a little bit. Here you can really see how we are on a hill. Yes, lots of birds. One of the great things about Tokyo, Earth's largest city, is there are lots and lots of green spaces. Lots of quiet places to get away from trains and cars and buildings. Sit outside and listen to the birds. You always hear about Sakura season and the Sakura bloom and oh, it's a big deal and everyone gets all excited. But when you're here, it's kind of like the opening of the doorway from winter into spring. All the trees just bloom at one time. The entire world turns pink. All of a sudden the weather has gone from 3 shirts and 2 jackets to short sleeves. And it's much more than just seeing some pretty flowers on a tree. It's the whole transformation from the cold world of winter to the abundance of life that comes with spring. And when you can find a place that's this immersive in Sakura blossoms, it really, really drives the point home. all throughout Tokyo, there are trees dotted here and there, and like this one over here, you'll see one poking up out of the greenery, and you'll be like, oh look, sakura blossoms. But when you get into a place that's been planned for this time of year, it truly is impressive. It also brings a little bit of a fleeting remorse, because once it happens, you're like, yay, Sakura season. And then you're like, oh no, it's about to end. And when it's gone, you're like, oh, that was too fast. But it opens the door. There are things that bloom in cycles here in Japan. First are the plum trees. And the plum trees are kind of like a precursor to the cherry blossoms. The plum trees will come out. They've got like redder flowers, darker pink, darker red, bigger leaves. And you're like, oh, is that Sakura? Is Sakura season begun? But it hasn't yet. It's just the plum season. And then after Sakura season, which will be soon, maybe next week, after Sakura season is peach blossom season. So there are lots of peach blossom trees, which are much bigger flowers with white petals. And that's when everything starts to bloom. The flowers, all the maintained landscaping and creative gardening really takes on fire. So while it kind of like that letdown of, like, you know how it is on your birthday, you look forward to it, your birthday happens, it's your birthday, and then the next day you're like, it's not my birthday anymore. That kind of happens with Sakura season. But with Sakura season, that means you've got the rest of spring and the whole summer in front of you. So yeah, and then you're like, why is it so hot? I just got a 10% battery warning, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna ride this puppy until it fails. I'm gonna stream until it shuts off. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna preemptively sign off. I'm gonna say thank you so much for coming to this short stream. Let me know in the chat if you'd like to do this again tomorrow morning. I got some time tomorrow morning. I'll make sure I charge my phone tomorrow morning. There's a lot more to this park. There's a lot more graveyard where we could walk around and look at some tombstone architecture, because the architecture to the tombstones here in Japan is truly amazing. You know, they are little temples to the deceased. And as such, they have like architecture of temples. So let me know. But I'm gonna walk until this battery dies. I'm getting some unstable transmission errors as well. So yeah, up here on the right, that dark pink tree, that's one of the plum trees. You better say hello to them. Say a little thank you to them so they don't come and haunt your house or your kitchen. This pink one is a plum tree. This is what I was talking about, and it's almost almost completely lost all of its petals, but this is the first phase. These pink plum trees come out first. They've got darker pink and slightly larger petals. So those guys are the messengers to let you know that soon it will be Sakura season. And if you look at the sidewalk here, it's kind of like someone had a confetti parade. It's like snow. We haven't really seen any Sakura Fubuki yet, but if we do, I'll let you know. Getting a little later in the morning and people are driving through here now. It was so nice and pleasant before all of these motorists showed up. However, it's still nice. So down there at the end of this archway is the end of this street. It turns into a more jungly type park down there at the end, which we might explore tomorrow. But since we are mainly here to see sakura blossoms and Japanese tombstones, I'm going to turn around and walk back the other way so we can see the other side of everything we just came through. So if you ever hear don't stick your rice sticks in your rice, your chopsticks straight up in your rice, this is the reason why. Because in Japanese graveyards, they have these signs that have the vertical writing of the family's name, of the deceased's name, and a prayer to them. So sticking your chopsticks in the rice vertically like that is in bad taste. And you can see a great example right there of how that looks like two chopsticks sticking straight up and down in the rice. So that's why you hear about that all the time. Don't do that, don't do that. But here's a good example of why not. Because that is considered to be insulting to the spirits of the dead. You wouldn't want Jerry Garcia coming after you for being insulting to the dead. Like I said, hey there, Jeff. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me, my battery is, of course, not charged all the way this morning, and I'm already down to 10%, so I'm going to walk until it runs out. So again, I'll go ahead and say thanks for coming. Try to do it again tomorrow, and maybe we'll go to a different area of this same park. This place is truly massive, and there is a lot more to see. This is just the the Sakura Promenade. But yes, welcome back to American Tour Heads in Japan. Welcome to the first stream of 2025. Welcome to the drive to 500 subscribers. We're doing really well. You guys are like 6 away from being 300 subscribers. So our march continues, and we are on our way. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so very much. I hope to provide a lot more cool streams this spring and this summer. This winter was a little crazy. It was cold and I was working, and yeah, I kind of went into hibernation. I felt like there wasn't a lot of really cool stuff to show, but now I'm back on the horse. back in the saddle. And you can expect more cool live streams. So preemptively, before my battery dies, thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. It's really fun to spend a random Thursday morning among the Sakura trees with you guys. It's really cool to see the giant canopy of it, but they really are pretty flowers up close. And although they look pink, the petals are actually white with little bits of pink on the inside. You see them all from afar, it all kind of blends into an overall pink hue. Alright guys, I have got to be getting towards the end of this battery. I can't see my battery level, but keep getting the idea that the window shade is going to be shut on us here soon, so